would drive him to the CT suite, where he would have an assessment by a nurse. So he'd have his blood pressure taken, they'd take him through a series of questions, particularly to check that he hadn't had anything to eat or drink since the previous evening. They weigh him, and in doing so, because you go for a course of treatment, the nurse actually gets to know the patient as well. I'll come back to that in a moment. And then the patient is given an anaesthetic. It's a short-acting anaesthetic, and once that anaesthetic has been administered, the patient is given electric shock treatment.
Now, when I had the episode in 2007, again, it was a rather prolonged episode and I was off work for nearly a year. And during that time, I was initially treated with antidepressants for many, many months. And because my wife knew my illness very well by then, she knew that I don't respond very well to antidepressants, or I only either respond initially and then relapse, or the response is not ideal, is partial response. So she really begged the psychiatrist looking after me repeatedly to give me ECT. But the psychiatrist was very reluctant, and we went for many months without having any ECT, and me just lingering and struggling along, until eventually I was given ECT again as an day patient. And again, that was the only thing that finally got me better. And after nearly a year off work, I was able to go back and resume my work.
And how are you sort of feeling for the rest of the day then?
A bit sort of zonked out. And it, like I said earlier, it definitely does affect your short-term memory. I'd struggle to remember what had happened, that day or the day before. So that's a bit scary.
I don't know whether ECT actually helped her or not. I mean, if they say it kickstarts the brain for them, and it seemed to take too long for me to actually turn around and say, yeah, it worked. I don't think it did.
And I gave the ECT a try, and I had 8 treatments ultimately, but I think after the 7th one, I just woke up and the whole thing had lifted, and it was quite incredible. I could never put it into words. It was as if I'd switched back on and I'd come back to life again, and the screen had kind of gone.
Well, perhaps it does work for some people. It must do, otherwise they wouldn't continue to do it. I hope that that's why they continue to do it, but I would never have it again, no matter how bad I was. Because the worst thing for me was the memory loss.